breaking flashes first. But the big story at the moment, the big breaking flashes that we are getting you, we can now confirm to our viewers, Union Budget 2017 will not take place today. The official announcement will be within the next half an hour by the Speaker's office. The Union Budget is being postponed to Thursday. Here on India Today, we can confirm that political parties have decided now to follow the precedent. Sitting Lok Sabha MP E. Ahmed has passed away, which is why the budget will not take place. The Congress in particular has raised question marks, saying precedent must be followed. You cannot subvert the precedent of a sitting MP being not being given his due. As per the rules, MPs are expected to go and pay their respects to their departed colleague, and therefore obituary references today will be passed and the budget will now be on Thursday, not today. Brajesh Pandey, my colleague, is joining me for the very latest. Brajesh, this is a big story at the moment. The Union Budget was meant to be on the 1st of February, itself a precedent from the last day of February. But now the big news that we are getting from a senior minister's office, he has just been informed the Union Budget is being postponed. Can you now give us more details?
Well, Rajiv, I think, it was a historic budget and a first in many occasions, in the sense that, for the first time it has been preponed, and also for the first time in the history of India that, the rail budget as well as the union budget has been consolidated and was to be presented as one. And every single eye was waiting for the announcement of the budget, for the simple reason that, it's also a very politically keenly watched budget, in the sense that elections are going to happen in 5 states. But yesterday, during the presidential address to joint session of Parliament, E. Ahmed suffered a massive heart stroke and he was rushed to Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, and we kind of witnessed a late night drama when the family of E. Ahmed alleged that they were not allowed to go inside and meet. And what, as you just informed your viewers, that the budget has been postponed for a day, though officially the government is yet to confirm it, and the Speaker office is saying that they are still mulling over it. But I think in another half an hour, 45 minutes, it will be officially decided that the budget could be postponed for tomorrow. Rajdeep?
Our other correspondents who will be joining me at the moment. Remember, this is the time when we would be discussing the nitty-gritty of the budget. But as of now, because of this tragic development that has taken place last night, where E. Ahmed has passed away, the Congress party in particular, we are told, is saying, as well as many of the opposition parties, that precedent must be followed. You cannot avoid the precedent because it is budget day. 24 hours postponement of the budget is something which is not which will not in a way dilute the parliament, which will in a way actually ensure that precedent is followed. So the Congress in particular is insisting on precedent. Mr. Venkaiah Naidu and others are among those who are speaking to the opposition before a final decision is taken by the Lok Sabha Speaker. Mr. Arun Jaitley, meanwhile, is preparing for the budget. Remember, the papers of the budget are ready. So it's not as if the budget is not ready. It's only a question of Parliament following previous precedent. Obituary references will now take precedence. The union budget could have taken place after the obituary references, but apparently that is being objected to by the opposition parties at the moment. Remember, our reporters have spread out across the country to prepare for the big budget day, but sources now confirming to India Today that the union budget is set to be postponed at the moment. Our reporters, of course, having spread out across the country, but the real news that is coming in is from the political reporters in Delhi, who are telling us that final consultations are being held between the finance minister, senior ministers, the Prime Minister's office and the Lok Sabha Speaker and the opposition. Can you tell me, Brajesh, who are the people involved in this decision? The Speaker of the Lok Sabha, the Finance Minister, we are told, is being consulted. Mr. Venkaiah Naidu is playing an important role, we are told. And because Mr. E. Ahmed in particular was a very senior MP, he's been, I think, an MP at least on 6 separate occasions, presumably the pressure on the government is to follow precedent. Our sources are saying that the opposition parties in particular are insisting that the budget be postponed.
Well, I think the government is under a lot of pressure, and almost apart from Speaker's office, there's a hectic consultation which is going on between Finance Ministry, Information and Broadcasting Minister Venkaiah Naidu, as you just said, and various other senior ministers, because the government also does not want to come across as an insensitive government when such a senior member of parliament, sitting member of parliament, passes through while the house is in session, and they are saying that the chances are that they will go by the precedents and the budget could be postponed by a day. What we have been just given to understand is that I've spoken to Speaker's office as well as Parliamentary Affairs Ministry, and what I have been informed is that the hectic consultation is on, though no official decision as of now has been taken. This is what I have been told. But I also spoke to Santosh Gangwar's office, and I was told that that budget could be postponed for a day. The government is in active consultation, and what looks like, Rajdeep, as you're just saying, that the chances of budget being postponed for a day is pretty high as of now. Rajdeep?
Okay, we are also getting news, of course, that the finance minister is still insisting that the budget should go ahead as scheduled, but it is the opposition which is raising question marks. So there is still some element of uncertainty. The final decision, as I said, will be taken by due consultation, and whether the opposition parties will agree to the government's request to go ahead with the union budget is what is putting a huge question mark on this entire issue. Remember, government sources are telling India Today that the union budget will be presented tomorrow. The decision being taken after the death of sitting MP E. Ahmed. Sources saying Parliament to be adjourned after obituary references. However, the Finance Minister, Mr. Arun Jaitley, is preparing as scheduled to go ahead with the budget process. The Lok Sabha Speaker also is being consulted at the moment. Remember, once that budget process starts and the Finance Minister leaves North Block, then there will be no stopping it. My colleague Rahul Kaval is now joining me with the very latest. Rahul, there is this huge question mark at the moment. What we are being told is that senior ministers have been informed that the Congress party in particular is insisting that the budget be postponed.
That's absolutely right, Rajdeep. From last night itself, when we spoke to former UPA ministers, they were adamant that the government is trying to hide information about the health of E. Ahmed, the former UPA minister. They said that this is being done deliberately, that the family is not being given access, that we saw a whole amount of late-night drama play out at the Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, senior Congress leaders going there. What I can tell you by speaking to some ministers early in the morning is that an attempt is still being made at this time to try and build a consensus. The government is trying to persuade the opposition by telling them that this is too big an occasion. Yes, it's very unfortunate that E. Ahmed has passed away, but the budget should not be postponed. They're suggesting a halfway house, that let the budget be presented, let the house be adjourned immediately after that. That is what the government is presenting. Phones are being worked as we speak behind the curtains to try and persuade the opposition. It's the Congress in particular which as of now is holding out. They're insisting that precedent be followed and that the budget be delayed by a day, because whenever an MP dies, Parliament is ordinarily adjourned. No final decision has been taken. However, it seems difficult because you have to bring the opposition on board. The budget cannot be presented amidst chaos. So the government will have to strike some kind of a deal. We're being told around 10 a.m. is when a final decision is going to be taken. Frantic calls happening behind the scenes. Government reaching out to opposition, trying to find a workable solution.
I just want to bring in Ashok Lahiri, former Chief Economic Advisor to the government. Mr. Lahiri, we were preparing at the moment for all the analysis with you. We may still do that, but it may get postponed by 24 hours. Your first reactions to what you're hearing? The government very keen on holding the budget as scheduled at 11 a.m., possibly after obituary references to Mr. E. Ahmed. The opposition saying, particularly the Congress party, that you cannot abandon precedent in this manner. So what we really have building up in this morning is a possible political standoff, the last thing that you want on an important day like Budget Day.
See, there is no precedent of anyone, unfortunately, any member of parliament, honorable member of parliament passing away. But there is no precedent of the budget being postponed either. So you have a contradiction here. So I don't know what is going to happen, but I'm quite taken aback by this sad incident and the budget being postponed. Because mind you, on a lighter side,
there has been no precedent of the budget being postponed.
I don't remember any.
That's right. We are also checking. They are saying no precedent of the budget being postponed. Devina Gupta is joining me at the moment. Devina, you're getting from the Finance Ministry sources that the Finance Ministry is determined to go ahead with the budget as of today. Am I correct?
Rajdeep, what we're getting to know from our sources within the Finance Ministry and also with the offices of MOS Finance, have been able to check up with them. They've been told to prepare for a delay in budget, but no official communication for now. They've been told that there could be a budget delay on the account of the Lok Sabha MP passing away. So they are ready for all consequences. Also, I've been told that senior Finance Ministry officials are in a huddle because the postponement of a budget, though, looks like just a 24-hour delay. But since they were all prepared to roll out the fiscal roadmap today, it will also mean that a lot of paperwork will have to be shifted for tomorrow as well. Now remember, news conferences are also planned out. There's an entire machinery that goes into system after the budget is announced, and if there is a delay, it has to start from now. The announcement has to be made within the next 30 minutes or so. I'm expecting from my sources from within the MOS Finance to confirm this news as well, but I can tell with full authority that for now they're being told to be prepared for a delay in the budget as well. Although also the word coming in that the final announcement is in all likelihood is to be made by the Speaker this morning.
An announcement made by the Speaker. Clearly, I think we must make this point, and I think it's important for our viewers to realize what is happening. What is happening at the moment is that this is an important day in Parliament. However, precedence is very clear. When a sitting MP dies, Parliament is adjourned, and that is what the opposition parties are sticking to at the moment. The government, on the other hand, is making the point that on an important day like the finance bill, you cannot postpone the budget even by a day. Now, one halfway house approach is this, that at 11 a.m. Parliament meets, obituary references are passed, and post that the budget is delivered by the finance minister. So instead of 11 a.m., maybe at 12 or 1 o'clock, we have the union budget. Now that is an option that the government can exercise. So there is a potential for a halfway house. But for now, it appears that the opposition and the Congress in particular is adamant that when a senior MP who's been a union minister passes away, you need to adjourn the house. You cannot abandon that. Pushing the budget, they say, by one day will not make a major difference. We'll try and get you those voices at the moment. But Ashok Lahiri, your first reactions to what you're hearing. Clearly at the moment, this is casting some kind of a shadow over the budget making exercise, and it's part of the shadow boxing that we've seen over the last few weeks over whether the budget should be held in the first place on February 1st or not.
Absolutely. See, I'm thinking of a few nitty-gritties. For example, the budget papers must be in Parliament. They must have been taken last night. There is tremendous security arrangements for that. The budget printing press, those guys who are interned there, their internment must have been extended by a day. And there is so much expectation, including you and me, who came early in the morning, thinking that the budget discussion will take place. Now it's getting postponed. And if you are thinking of the polls, this will make the budget even closer to the polls. It will come even one day shorter, one day closer to the polls. So the impact of the budget on the polls is another important point.
The fact, of course, is that the entire budget making exercise is over. The finance minister is ready with his speech.
He can't change anything.
He cannot change anything, so there is no scope for interruption. It's a question of anticipation. Markets are anticipating it. The country is anticipating it. Parliament wants to know what the finance minister has. There are elections taking place on the 4th.
You want to get over with it.
So the question is, the finance minister is very anxious to get over with it. The opposition, on the other hand, is saying that you've got to hold on. Now, I want to understand from you, and I'll get in Subhash Kashyap, the parliament, an expert on parliament, in a moment. I want to understand from you, can the finance minister and the government overrule the opposition in your view on this? Say, look, the process has begun. The finance minister has got his speech ready. At best, we can postpone the budget by a couple of hours. Why do we need to postpone it by a day? Who has the final call is the question that we really need to pose.
Rajdeep, you have caught me on the wrong foot. I don't know the answer to this. That's the parliamentary procedures. But here is a problem that if there is no precedent as such, then what do you do? So I think Mr. Kashyap will be in the best. He was the secretary of Lok Sabha, isn't it? who was the General Secretary of the Lok Sabha, he should be in a position to, or Rajya Sabha, he should be in a position to
I'm going
answer
at the
that.
moment to Santosh Gangwar and listening to the MOS Finance, what he has to say. Remember, the Finance Ministry is very keen that the budget
मुझे
is
लगता है कि
goes
अभी
ahead.
बहुत जल्दी फैसला कर लेंगी।
उम्मीद क्या लग रही है सर? क्या हो सकता है? क्या परंपरा क्या है? परंपरा क्या है? क्या परंपरा क्या है?
अभी तक परंपरा ये रही है कि अगर सिटिंग सांसद का स्वर्गवास होता है
जी।
तो सदन स्थगित होता
तो
है।
इस बात की संभावना है कि बजट टल सकता है?
पूरी संभावना है, एक दिन के लिए टल सकता है, पर ये विद इन फ्यू मिनट्स ये तय हो जाएगा।
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू सर।
We are getting the news at the moment that, and Javed Ansari, my colleague, will also be on the phone line shortly. But the information that we are getting, as you saw Mr. Gangwar, they're very clearly saying the budget could be postponed by a day. So the MOS Finance is confirming what India Today has been saying for the last hour. So MOS Finance saying postponement likely. My colleague is saying I have a phone line at the moment. But I'm joined by Shweta Punja, senior editor India Today. Shweta, is this unprecedented? We are told the union budget has never been postponed like this, but there has never been an occasion then when a sitting MP has passed away on the very morning of the budget. So precedents can be set in this country.
Absolutely, and it's only protocol that if a sitting MP does pass away, that Parliament is adjourned for the day after a brief obituary reference. So it's expected that the budget, and yeah, this would be the first time in history from as long as I can remember that the budget has been, or if it does get postponed by a day. It's never really happened, and I've reported on about, I think, 12 or 13 budgets. So it's never
happened before. Subhash Kashyap joining me, someone who's been Secretary to Parliament to the Lok Sabha, Secretary General. Sir, appreciate your joining us. Mr. Kashyap, we heard there the MOS Finance give a clear indication budget could be postponed by a day. In your experience, this has never happened, I presume, but what is the precedent? Who takes the final call, the government or the opposition? Or does it have to go, sir, importantly, by consensus?
The decision has to be taken by the Honorable Speaker, and the Speaker naturally consults the Leader of the House and leaders of the opposition.
Oh, sir, am I right in saying that this will have to be by consensus, because the opposition at the moment, we are told, is holding firm that the budget has to be postponed. You cannot abandon precedent that a sitting MP passes away on the morning of the budget and you do not postpone parliamentary proceedings?
There is no such rule. There is no such rule that it should be done by consensus.
Yes.
The authority to take a decision is with the Speaker,
Right.
and the Speaker only. And the Speaker usually and naturally consults the Leader of the House and leaders of the opposition this matter and tries to build a consensus. And the tradition is that if a sitting member dies during this session and the funeral has to take place in Delhi,
Yes.
then to enable members to attend the funeral, the House is adjourned for the day.
Okay.
But in this case, funeral
Yes.
is not taking place in Delhi.
Right.
Then the possibility is there that the House can be adjourned tomorrow to enable some members to go to
Yes.
Kerala.
So
That
it's
is one
very interesting.
possibility.
It's
The
very
other
interesting,
possibility-
It's very interesting, Mr. Kashyap, you're making that point, because what has happened is that the body of Mr. E. Ahmed has been kept at his residence at the moment for the MPs to pay their last respects. The funeral presumably will take place in his hometown in Calicut, but and Malappuram, but at the moment the body has been kept here. So we have a very strange situation. So as you said, it's unprecedented. But in your judgment, given what the opposition is saying and given what I'm told is a sense of precedence, what are the real options? Can you have obituary references between 11 and 1 and then the budget, let's say, at 1 p.m.?
In my humble opinion, the options are two.
Yes.
Number one, that the obituary references may be made as the first thing, and after obituary references, the budget can be presented, and then the House can be adjourned. The
Right.
second option is that the House is adjourned tomorrow for the whole day
Yes.
to enable members who wish to go to Kerala to
Yes.
take part in the funeral.
Right. So, I mean, therefore you have you're right, because you even have even if it is to be, the budget is to be tomorrow, there may be MPs who will say they want to attend the funeral of Mr. E. Ahmed. So clearly a lot of uncertainty, a lot of cloud over this budget at the moment. Javed Ansari, who is our executive editor, who is tracking Parliament, knows exactly, knew Mr. E. Ahmed very well himself, is also going to be joining us shortly to tell us exactly what's happening. But what we are being told, and this is what we've been saying for the last hour, the government is now under pressure to actually postpone the budget. Earlier, the government was adamant that the budget would go ahead. Now we are being told, remember, by now, what is the time, Mr. Lahiri, by which the finance minister comes out outside the North Block? Normally between 8:30 and 9.
Yeah.
Am I correct, Shweta?
With the suitcase, with that budget briefcase, he comes out, he poses for the cameras, and the photographs are taken, and by 11 o'clock the budget is presented.
The finance minister
Yes.
will go to the president.
Yes.
The president will be briefed.
Yes.
Then the cabinet meeting is held
Yes.
in parliament.
Yes.
And the cabinet is told about the budget.
Yes.
And right after that, before the ministers can speak,
Yes.
the minister goes to the parliament
Yes.
and start giving his speech.
Yeah, so that entire process for some reason has got interrupted. What is very clear is that process as of now seems to have been interrupted. Clearly the finance minister is waiting for a final word from the speaker's office before the next step can be taken. But the big story at the moment is not the micro details of what is expected in the budget and the challenges before the finance minister. This morning the big story is the political dilemma that the centre and in particular the Lok Sabha speaker finds herself in. Sumitra Mahajan has to take that big decision. Can the budget take place and go ahead as scheduled, or will it be postponed at the very least by a day? We'll wait and see what happens, but Santosh Gangwar has already gone on record to say the budget could be postponed by 24 hours. We are waiting to hear from other government spokespersons before we can officially confirm the budget postponement. But all signals at the moment are that the budget will not take place at least at 11 a.m. today. It could take place a little later in the day, but certainly not at 11 a.m. as planned by the finance minister. Let's take a break. We're getting in more voices in a moment from now. This is the channel where you're getting all the breaking news, the minute-by-minute analysis, where we will bring you the exact picture of what is happening on this big potential budget day. February 1 was a precedent for a union budget. That precedent may now change to February 2.